Hello there! Today we are watching Battlefield 3 multiplayer on Noshahr Canals. One of the few matches where I actually do something. Some of you might be looking at my screen name and going, oh look, it's the meat sponge. But if I wasn't, someone else would have to be. So I'm glad to do everyone a service. Today I would like to draw a comparison between the Battlefield series and Call of Duty. Now I'm hearing a sigh. And that's legitimate, because this has been done to death. I'm sick of hearing of the comparisons between the two games, when really it's different strokes for different folks. However, I would like to look at the differences in mentality that gamers have towards the two games. And there's a reason for this. There's a story coming on. I work in an IT department, and every now and again, our department has a video games night where we all bring our consoles around to one person's house and we set up and we play multiplayer games, mostly split screen games, but sometimes we bring all our consoles and we LAN them as well. And the reason for this is that it's just easier than setting up a PC LAN just for the one night. All in all, there are 5 of us, and 2 of them are COD fanboys. Or, I say COD fanboys, they just play Call of Duty a lot. They don't swear by it. When we have these nights, these 2 guys, especially one of them, will really push to play Call of Duty. Now the thing is, the rest of us don't really want to play Call of Duty, because we don't spend hours learning the maps. And first-person shooters tend to be like that. If you know the map, you know where to camp, you're generally going to win. And I'm not denying that there isn't more to it. It's just that if there are 2 evenly skilled players, the person that knows the map best will win. So anyways, we're not jerks, so we'll play Call of Duty if it makes everyone happy. So we're playing Modern Warfare 2, and I'm getting my butt handed to me. I am just not that great at that game. So in the interest of evening the playing field and making it more familiar to everyone, what we did is we set up the next match to be without perks and without kill streaks. And the guy that played Call of Duty the most had a really big sulk about it. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Why would you be upset over an even playing field? So when I talked to the guy, I got something like this out of him. Well, you see, Rob, I just really need the reward for doing really well in a game, and it's a really good reward to have more kills. I'm aware I'm being a little patronizing, but let's look at this. You are playing a game. You're already doing well, obviously. You've killed like 5 people in a row without dying. And so to enjoy the game, it has to give you even more reward, because that's a reward in itself. Going 5 kills to no deaths is pretty rewarding on its own, but you need to have an extra 3 or 4 kills tacked on for in sense of entitlement. I don't understand. Meanwhile, everyone else is falling behind. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the strong get stronger, and the weak get weaker. When I play Battlefield, I feel good. I feel rewarded because I know that every kill that I've achieved, I've earned for aligning my crosshairs with their head and pulling the trigger. Wow, I sound really violent. But that's how it should be, I feel. If you feel different to me, please leave a comment, because I would really like to understand the idea behind it. I know that not everyone that plays Call of Duty is like that, but certainly the developers have rewarded that way of thinking and they've sort of encouraged it. Doesn't it seem like this Y generation thing to feel like you deserve a pat on the back for doing anything or everything? I don't know. You know, I'm part of Y generation myself. I hate when people bring that up, but it's kind of true in this sense, I feel. Coming back to our video game night, what happened when we turned kill streaks off and perks off? the guy that played COD the most, that was winning all the time, was suddenly very much closer to our skill level. Now if I was that guy, I would feel disappointed. I would feel like the game had coddled and mothered me and really helped me look better than I actually am at first-person shooters. And in this sense, I feel like Battlefield 3 and 4 are better games. And when I say games, I really mean that in the game sense. No game, whether it's board game, video game, or sports, is fun or enjoyable for anyone to even watch when you are watching a landslide victory on one side. And I feel for most people, there is a greater sense of enjoyment when you almost lose, but then you win. And most times, that feels fair for both sides, even the loser. Now I understand that that is still possible in Call of Duty. In fact, it happens often. It just feels like the mechanics that they use sort of work against it. It's like they don't want that to happen. Anyways, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the issue. Please leave comments. You can say that I'm a jerk if you want. I don't mind. Okay. Have a good one.